a lot of Karens on our page. We don't care about you Karens, okay?
Huh?
We don't care. We can care less. We're eating good. We're living good. We don't care about the Karens, okay? What you gotta say, son?
Now, like I said, we do not care about the Karens in the comments, because what y'all saying negative about us, baby, we eating good over here. That freezer is full, and that deep freezer is full, baby. So what you got to say?
What you got to say?
You may be wondering what happened to men and why aren't men acting the way that they should? Why aren't men men anymore? This is why.
What you got to say?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another one. Don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, tickle that notification bell. That will let you know whenever I upload content. And you know what we're gonna do.
Yep.
Roll that clip.
Y'all ain't got nothing else to say about what we got to do, what we living, and how we living, and how we doing it. Y'all mad and y'all depressed. Hey, bye.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Misery loves company, and that's the end of that story. Misery loves company. We don't care about you Karens. You Karens can go somewhere else. Don't come on my page if you don't like what we post. Okay? Karen, remove yourself. Politely block button.
What you got to say?
We've talked about hood guys, but we've never really talked about hood women. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with that term, let me make it more plain and call them hood rat. A hood rat is a woman that typically lives in the hood, does hood activity, loves hood guys, and is a product of her environment. Typically, the white version of this is called trailer trash, but today we're going to be talking about hood rats. Typically, hood rats are black women that live off of the government and brag about it, such as this woman.
Okay, you're saying you called them today. Do you want a reward for that? Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to get in trouble. They're not going to do anything to me. They're not. Thank you.
She's bragging about being on government assistance, making money, having 7 kids, typical hood rat behavior. And she is caught in what most black women grow up and go through, which is the endless cycle of single motherhood. She's a single mother with 7 children. Now those 7 children are growing up without a father. Not only that, those children are going to repeat the same cycle that their mother did.
Yep.
If they're a boy, they're going to be a son husband. If they're a woman or they're a little girl, they're going to be masculine. Single mothers create son husbands, just like this woman is explaining right here.
Women who raise boys and men without a father in the picture. Those who know. Electrocomplex. Obviously, we'll draw the line at like physical incest, but you want your son to take the place and fill the void of a partnership for a man in your life. And so what happens is he takes that role where it's like, oh, this is my partner in a sense, because he fills that void where we're going out, we're doing things, it's male energy, right? And then what happens is another woman comes into the picture. She's threatening your position. It's like, who this hoe, right? But you can't reconcile it because you're his mom. Moms struggle with relinquishing the role of who the woman and the primary person in that man's life is going to be. In healthy dynamics where the mom is married and the mom is in a happy relationship with their partner, this doesn't happen. When the mom is married and in a healthy dynamic with their partner, This doesn't happen.
And we need to talk about single motherhood and son husband, because either your son is going to be a son husband or your son is going to be effeminate and fruity.
A lot of times we don't talk about how women date their sons. And single mothers oftentimes do everything but their sons. And that's the reason why I say, you know, a single mother is a boy factory.
Single mother is a boy factory.
And the reason why I say that is because it's not that a boy can't be birthed from a two-parent home, although it is, you know, it's an abnormality, you know, it's an anomaly of sorts that you would encounter a significant amount of subpar men that have been raised in destructive two-parent homes. But single women become so emotionally dependent upon their children, specifically their sons, that they will convince themselves that they don't need a man until they encounter the space from being alone to genuinely being lonely. And now we're having to deal with the imbalance that was set in the household, because this boy is not your son, he is your man. When you want to cuddle, you go lay down with them. When you want some emotional time, you go watch movies with them. You touch them and you rub them and you massage them. And you do these things, everything that you would do to a man to suffice that. A lot of women even dress their sons like the man that broke their heart.
Those are the only two outcomes that you get with a fatherless home. This is why I say women need the father in the home. Because with the woman being the man, giving off that masculine energy, the son is left to either be the man that the woman always wanted, and he is put into a father role in the household, or he's left to his own devices around women of the family, women that he's growing up with, and then he becomes fruity. So when we look at the cycle of son husbands and single motherhood, we notice one thing. There's no father. There's no father. So ladies, when you get on the internet and you say things like men ain't nothing, men need to do better, men aren't men anymore, you're really talking about you, because you created these son husbands. You created these fruity boys. You created fatherless homes. You created people that don't respect mothers and women. The same men that you are complaining about online, offline, on Twitter, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you make video after video complaining why there's no men out here. But then you, in the same breath, forget to acknowledge that you gave birth to these very men that you're complaining about. Because women are allowed to not be held accountable, to make mistakes, to have 7 kids, because we're going to pay for it. The government, our tax dollars, go towards paying for single mothers. So while society allows them to be excited with 7 kids, government assistance, food stamps, welfare, Medicaid, and government assistance, society doesn't allow the same for men. Anyway, y'all, that's been it for today's video. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Tickle that notification bell. That will let you know whenever I upload content. And until the next video, peace.